Welcome back, everybody, to the World of Wraith YouTube channel. As always, I'm bringing you guys the Market Watch. We're going to go over a couple of things, some Silver Age related, some not. Before we jump into it, quick announcements, not financial advice. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're almost at our goal of 1,250. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. Shout out to you. Please be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments down below. Do you currently play any other card games, or is there any other card games you were playing in the past before you started playing Flesh and Blood? Personally, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh for maybe like 8 years, but once I started playing Flesh and Blood, I pretty much haven't hit Yu-Gi-Oh ever again. So, Flesh and Blood is just such an amazing game. Alright, let's jump right into it. Nebula Blade Cold Foil, the Viserai signature weapon. Pretty much we're getting 10 heroes, 10 Silver Age decks. And I think they're all going to be getting new cards. LSS hasn't showed us what's in these Silver Age decks, but I think it's definitely going to give a boost to all 10 heroes. Maybe all 10 heroes of that class. But yeah, I think it's going to be a little more designated specifically to these heroes. Maybe like some specializations, because if you think about it, it's kind of strange that there's rare specializations like Syndra's and Fang, but these other heroes don't have specializations in the rare or common category. I think maybe Fi and Dromai might be an exception. I think they have like shared specializations. Anyways, Nebula Blade Cold Foil, lightly played 1050. Then we got first near mint for 17, then it jumps up to 58. The Viserai signature weapon, and it's also seen playing Florian for Silver Age. I think these two are not bad pickups, but once it gets to this crazy range, I don't think it's worth picking up. Only 10 listings. If you have extra Nebula Blades, probably not a bad time to sell them. I think once the 17 goes, I think a more realistic price can be maybe around the 30 range. Looks like they've been selling for 10 to 12 for a little bit. So yeah, Nebula Blade definitely on the up. Cosmo, I think it's actually quite interesting. We're gonna have Dromai, we're gonna have Enigma, we're gonna have Gravy Bones, all legal in Silver Age. So a lot of board state decks, but we still have to see how good they're gonna be. Cold foil, basically $3, 25 on the market, so there's a pretty good amount. And I don't know how much play Enigma we'll see. Looks like it's just gonna be $3 to $4 for quite a while. If you want to foil out your Enigma, definitely pick up the weapon. It's pretty cheap right now, not a bad pickup. Techno Plasma Pistol, don't think it'll ever see play in LL, but it is a weapon in Sage. About $8, slowly going to 10 and then 12, 20 on the market. Let's go to the second page. All right, the second page goes to 12, then 20, then it starts getting pretty high, going to the 30, then 80. But don't think we'll hit that for a while. So if you want your Technoplasma pistol, not a bad time to pick it up. Couple pretty cheap on the first page. So if you're a Dash fan, I don't think we'll ever play this in LL. I think Dash IO just has a better weapon. But Silver Age, not bad. Death Dealer, Azalea signature weapon. We got them for basically 12, 14, then a little jump to 22, 23, then another jump to 40. I mean, this is such a strong bow. If you're not Lexi, you're pretty much running this. I think maybe even Lexi could run this. I think Voltaire's a Majestic, so if you've played any Lexi, let me know what bow you're using. But paying 1 to load an arrow and draw a card seems pretty good. Not bad right now for about 10. Once it gets to 20, I think that's going to be the price it's going to stabilize at. But this 40, maybe in the future, this is going to be its price since LSS doesn't reprint cold foils. So if you want this, get it sooner than later. Searing Ember Blade, a little under $5. Oh, I'm on the second page. Still a little under $5. It's gonna be like that for a while. Second page slowly gets to like 10, 12. I really hope Fi gets some good cards in this Silver Age deck. I've been playing him. Well, I started the game with him. I haven't played him in quite a while, and I felt like the support he got from the Haunted was pretty lackluster. He did get some new cards, but nothing crazy. Syndra definitely took the spotlight from him. Searing Emberblade, pretty cheap, pretty good pickup right now. Crucible of Aetherweave. Now, Waning Moon is banned in the format, so I've been seeing most wizards just running this. This is basically just an AMP 1. Cold foils, about 14 for the first two. Then we got 20. After those sell, 79, 80. Then it gets pretty crazy with 150, 400. So if you're interested in wizards, probably not a bad time to pick up these two. It's not even that bad for 20, but of course these are just cheaper. I think it's very interesting. I think all of these weapons were kind of like, oh, the hero LL, the hero's close to LLing, who cares about this? And then now that Silver Age is just bringing back all these old heroes in a format that we actually want to play, unlike Living Legend, it's actually affecting the market a lot. Mandible Claw, this is kind of an exception because KO is pretty good in CC, so this also has a lot of pricing due to CC, KO being good. And honestly, not only KO, but this is the weapon that every brute is running. So cold foils, basically 110, 115. Yeah, but this is not due to Silver Age. This is just how I think Mandible Claw has been for quite a while. Rainbow foils, if you don't want to get just the highest version, but you still want a nice little foil, less than like $4 or $5. Not bad pickup for a rainbow foil. Yeah. The reverse side, a little bit cheaper. Cold foils, like closer to 70, 75, 89, and slowly going to 100. But as always, you can just get the rainbow foil. It's going to be a lot cheaper and still have a little foil bling. Basically $3 to $5 slowly going to 5. All right, young Marvel completely sold out. I think we're just going to be seeing this pattern of these young Marvels just being sold out, and I don't think we're going to get a big supply back into the market. Maybe we'll see a few, but yeah, these Marvels are hard to pull. And they were very undervalued. Like, a lot of people don't really care about the young Marvels, but now that Silver Age is a real format, I feel like they've all just been taken out of the market. And I think it's going to be very hard for them to replenish the market. So if you have you want to set the new price standard, definitely put it up on TCG Player. I think maybe it'll hover around 50, 60 from these last sales. Arachne Web of Deceit, only 2 on the market. Strike Zone Online, pretty good for basically $33. Right after that, it jumps to 76, which is super crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's been selling in under 40, around that price range. If you have an Arachne Web of Deceit Marvels, maybe just wait a little bit, or maybe just post it. Once this sells, if you have it less than 75, you'll be the first one on the listing. So yeah, so interesting. These young Marvels are moving up. Coercive Tendency, Huntsman has been having some hype. I'm actually kind of sad because I don't have this card, and I do love having all the assassin cards. Pretty much $7, slowly going to 8, and then hitting like 10, 11, 14 for the non-foils. Rainbow foils, we only have 11 on the market. $16, slowly going to 17. I think Huntsman has a weird place in the meta. I don't know if it's necessarily good into Gravy Bones or Verdants, but he's been doing a lot better than ever, so definitely interesting to look at. Of course, Hunter or Hunted is, I think, the main reason why he's doing so good. $2, $3 for the non-foil. Let's check out the rainbow foils. Only 11 on the market. No, only 4 on the market, so wow, this is actually selling quite a bit. Couple sales over the past couple days, a little under 10. Here's like a copy for 8, basically 9, 10, 11, but only 4 on the market. Super interesting, and I don't own these, so yeah, definitely gonna pick up my non-foils soon. Don't think it's worth for me to pick up a playset of rainbow foil for a little under 30. Might be too much for me for an Arachne card. Who knows if I'll ever play it, so. Graven Call, another Arachne card. less than $2 pretty much. Slowly going to $3 for the non-foil. Rainbow foil. None listing. I think this is a cold foil. I think that might be an error on TCG. Yeah, it looks like it does have the cold foil printing. But it looks like, wow, yeah, they've pretty much sold out. Looks like only the last page has cold foils. It's essentially 49, 50, 60, 70. So Graven's Call, cold foil, very few on the market. Mask of Perdition, this one's a little interesting. I think it's very powerful, and being able to buy back your equipment is super strong as you're getting that one block over and over again, kind of like Violent Dynamos. $2 for the non-foil. Rainbow foil about 4, slowly going to 5, 6, 7, and then cold foils. Oh, I think I misclicked it. There we go. Cold foils essentially 60, 63, 65. Not bad. I don't know if it's worth getting these expensive cards for Arachne. I think if you already have them, it's pretty good. If you don't have them, I'd probably just try to get the cheapest version if you're interested in playing him. I don't think he's going to be a crazy good hero, but I do think like Assassin Specialist can do some good work with him. Arachne Huntsman Marvel, still sold out. I think I went over this a couple market watches ago. But yeah, last one sold for 208. That's pretty crazy. If you have one, you can be the one and only listing on TCG Players, so definitely list them up. Tearing Shuko Cold Foil. I think Silver Age is going to be pretty much all the ninjas are running this arm piece along with the Pouncing Paws leg piece. Everybody has a little tiger package within their deck. So the Cold Foil Tearing Shuko, essentially 16, going slowly to 20. Let's see here. Yeah, sold for 15. It's pretty cheap before, but I think most ninjas are just playing this in Silver Age, so I can definitely see why it's been moving. Glory Seeker, this is more of a Dromai headpiece. Pay 3 to draw a card. You make 3 Ash. Pretty good. Going first. Cold foil, very few on the market. One for like $4. Then this is essentially 6. And 6 and 9, 9. So if you're interested in Dromai, might not be a bad pickup. But I don't know if it's worth paying like $4 for a cold foil headpiece. It really depends on what you guys want to do. Personally, I would never buy it. I'll just play my non-foil if I have any interest in Dromai. If you do want to foil it out, it's not bad. Blossom of Spring, very interesting to me. This pretty much got, I wouldn't say bought out. There's 2 listings, but a lot have been selling. But they actually printed a chess piece that does the exact same thing and extended art in Super Slam. So if you don't want to pay 26 for a light blade, 50 plus for a near mint, you can actually just play Garland of Spring. And most likely, if you went to your Super Slam pre-release, you pretty much have this, and it's the same exact thing. Destroy this, gain a resource. It's extended art. It's cold foil. So if you don't want to pay those crazy prices, but you still want to look fresh on Silver Age, this is $2. And like I said, if you went to your pre-release, you definitely have this. So go ahead and look through your bulk. Heartbeat of Candlehold, Verdance, pretty much agreed. It's the best deck of the format. Heartbeat of Candlehold, non-foil, 10, 11. We got the rainbow foils for essentially 14, 15, 16. And then there's an EA version, only 9 on the market. Pretty close to 60. Slowly going to 70, 90, and 222. Don't think it'll ever really get to this price, but yeah, Verdance, best hero of the format for sure. Unsheath, Kasai has been doing pretty great this format. The Majestic went up to pretty much $30, even for the Japanese versions, which usually have a little cheaper. No, 29, 30, 30. Rainbow foil, only 1 on the market for basically $50. So Kasai has been doing pretty good. That's why I always try to tell you guys to pick up your Majestics cheap. Because they can always just spike. I think this came out when it was like 15, which is still a solid price point, but basically doubled now once that Kasaya ceiling play. Rampant Growth Life, rainbow foils on the first page, so that tells you a lot. $9, slowly, not even slowly, all the rainbow foils, yeah, are basically $9-10. Non-foils, 10, 12, 13. Definitely pick these up if you want Rampant Growth Life. Just get the rainbow foils for cheaper. Let's see, after that, rainbow foils are 14, 14. Then going to 21. Yeah, Verdant's is going to be here for a bit. I think she has a good amount of LL points, but I don't think she's anywhere near Living Legend threshold. So definitely don't feel bad if you want to pick these up. Mental Block. This was like a $2 card, if that, when Rosetta came out. But Verdance is seeing play. It's basically $7 for the non-foil. Well, $6. Rainbow foils are 7. Slowly going to 7, 8 for the non-foils. Pretty great card, especially against Syndra, which is one of her tougher matchups. Pulsing Aether Bloom Life, Cold Foil, about $8, $9. Slowly going to 13. Not bad. Arcane Polarity. I think this is more of a Silver Age card, but it's possible we could see it seeing play in Silver Age. I'm sorry, not in Silver Age, in CC. I think this is definitely a sideboard card in Silver Age against many of the Arcane matchups. Rainbow foils, only 16 on the market. Pretty cheap considering shipping. It's a little under $2. Kind of hard because a bunch of sellers just have one available, so buying your playset's probably going to be closer to 5. But look through your bulk of Rosetta. This is a great sideboard card for Silver Age. 1 card 4 is kind of hard to come by in Silver Age, especially defensively. We have a lot of offensive 1 card 4s, but we don't have Sync Blows. We don't have even Sigil of Solids, Fiddler Screen. So 1 card 4, definitely take a look at your bulk. Pretty great card for Silver Age. Pain in the Backside has been going crazy. Essentially $20 for the non-foil. Let's see, rainbow foil, only 10 on the market. 25, 26, and goes to 32. One of my favorite cards from the Haunted. But yeah, it's been going completely crazy. I think it's only going to go up more. So if you don't have it and you really want it, I wouldn't feel too bad paying $20 for a Majestic. If you want to spend a little bit of extra and get the rainbow foils before they go to like 32, that's not too bad either. But like I say, this is not financial advice. You make your own choices. Shelter of the Storm. Japanese for 90, then 113, 114, 115. And this is just a non-foil. Let's see, rainbow foil. 135 goes to 160, then very slowly going to 180. I'm not even gonna look at the extended art. It's probably like 250 plus. Guys, I'm almost 100% sure that James White said that they're looking to reprint this card. Don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. Don't know if it's going to be the next set or the set after that. I'm almost sure he said in an interview that this is on the reprint radar. If you don't have it and you don't desperately need it, I would wait. It's probably going to get reprinted in a different art. But if you do need it for, let's say, Worlds or something, then yeah, it's going to be tough. Probably get the rainbow foil in case when it gets reprinted, your investment doesn't go down that much. But yeah, if you're not playing in Worlds or something, I would just wait. This is a lot for a card. Growl, another Tendilarian Community College card. $5, then $6. Whoa, Star City game has 89 available. So it's probably gonna hold $6 for quite a while. Something very interesting to me is how many good, valuable cards are in this round the table set. You can get it for 49, then 51, then pretty much 51, 55. But if you take a look, you get Pouncing Paws. I think you get 2 Cranial Crushes, a Civic Step, 2 Growl, 2 Razor Art Reflex, 2 Bittering Thorns, 2 Mauling Key. These are all like Blitz decks, so you don't get 3 of, so you just get 2. but not a bad value. I mean, if you're looking for these cards, it might be worth purchasing the round the table set. But it's also very notable that Bittering Thorns got reprinted. I wonder if Growl and Mauling Key can get reprinted in a different deck. Civic Steps, I don't know if it's going to get reprinted anytime soon. Pouncing Paw, I think, might be on the reprint radar for LSS. That's why it's tough. That's why you got to make your own calls, guys. You think it'll get reprinted? Bittering Thorns is like 10, 15 before its reprint. And now it's like $1 card. Let me double check. Yeah, with the shipping, it's like a little closer to 2, but yeah. That's why you gotta make your own choices. Never financial advice. Cutting Retort. I think this is a pretty interesting generic, and I always like to tell you guys, make sure you got your playsets of these generics. Can destroy pretty much aura tokens. So take away something like an agility, maybe a spectral shield, all types of stuff. It is majestic, so it's not legal for Silver Age, but I think it might have a place in CC one day, and it's generic, so you can use it with any hero. Likewise, Unwavering Resolve, a super rare. I think this is very niche, but I do think it could have place in certain decks. It's a 3 for 6, but if you have no cards in decks, it becomes a 3 for 10. And if it's defended by 3 or more card, it gets go again. I think if you're playing this for 10 go again, you're almost for sure winning. It is a pretty late game card, and it's only really going to be strong in the late game. But I think it's worth just having your playsets. If it ever comes up, then you know you got it. But it's okay if you don't have your playset. I don't think this is going to see a ton of play anytime soon. And then let's see. Nimby, very interesting to me because this card is banned in Silver Age. Seeing a little bit of play in CC and seeing play in LL with, I think, Briar, maybe other decks too. Definitely think this is a great pickup. Nimby Red from Gem Pack, non-foil, about $2 with shipping pretty much. The rainbow foil, only 12 on the market. Basically $3 to $4, slowly going to 6. But Nimby Blue is seen playing RKO for pretty much a 1 card 6. So that's super strong. Don't know if any other decks are playing Blue Nimby, but just something I wanted to know. RKO is playing it. It is a staple in the deck as far as I'm aware. Rainbow foil Blue Nimbies are super cheap, so if you care about foiling out Nimby, definitely pick them up while they're cheap. Last up, Ponamu Amulet. Essentially, a health potion, I believe they're called. This is pretty crazy. All these amulets are essentially extra copies of a lot of the potions we have, like a 4th copy. But they've all been going pretty crazy, and this is not even the Marvel. Over $50. Actually, it's just 49, 48, only 4 on the market. So I've been talking a lot about Verdance this market watch. I think she's playing this most likely, but I think you could be just fine just playing 3 healing pots and not playing this. It's tough to say. I definitely wouldn't pay close to 50 for this, but definitely a lot of people have a lot of sales here. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for today, y'all. As always, thank y'all so much for watching. Peace.